So what you can see here is, if we just quickly go back to our screen, I've got this image here and I've set this at 100 pixels high and 100 pixels wide. My little sort of container which is on there, you can see there, I've made it 10% of the page and I've set it to 100 height as well. Now you can do this and at kind of our level, when you're just learning it, I suppose that's fine. We could say it's 100 by 100, so we could say 100 pixels, and that container there will fit this exact container, fit this in here because it's exactly 100. So you can see that that is just filling up that container. And then when we're sort of moving it across, you can see that that is allowing it to squash up. That is a nice way to quick workaround to do it, and you've still got your bits and pieces up at the top there. You can see I'm missing one of those navigation tools. So I've got 5 pages, so I would have to add in an extra one here, which we've done before. That is one way of doing it. The other way of doing it, which I'll show you this way, which I'll just quickly show you as an example, is what I did is, instead of setting the file size, height and width for this, is if you go back to here, I've got my image left area here, and if you look at what I've done is I've got my image left and I've set this to auto. Now the thing is about having it as auto means that however big the image is, it will automatically fill that space. Now what I did for this is I picked up this Interflora image, and I picked this up from I'll show you on this one here. You can see that if I highlight that, I reset the size of the image. You can see this was the original size from the other one, it's 200 by 200. What I did was I went into Photoshop and altered the size of the image, and that made that 100 by 100. Now that literally would then take out the fact that all you need to do is put in the image and the alt information, and you don't have to set the size. So that is quite a nice way of doing it. It just means that all your images, you sort of set the size before you actually enter them into your web pages. So it means that you don't have to do all this type of stuff in here, which is a little bit cleaner in terms of coding, and it's really very straightforward to do in Photoshop. So it might be just something worthwhile you might want to be thinking about in terms of sort of before you put all your images into it, is to redo the file size or how big they are. The other thing I did just briefly while between the videos is, you can see I put my H2 tag there, and I added another. I add it all as one, and if you have a look now, I just split those. So any H tag or P tag will go the full length. Okay, it'll take the whole line. In theory, it's taking the whole line up. So if you want it underneath, you have to then set another H2 tag there. So it's just really worth you understanding that. So what you could do if you wanted is you could resize the image, get rid of the height and width from there, go into the class for the image and take out this 100 100 and just set those to auto, and it will just automatically fill it up. If you don't want to do that, you can leave it as it is, because there you see I've done it there. But it just means that then if you wanted to add in another image and it was slightly larger or slightly smaller, it would just fill up that particular area of that container. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you.